Sagittarius, you're going hard on the protective front. Yeah, because there is something that might be threatening either your body or your family, or just the certainty or security of either of them. And if that means that you have to make changes to something that you enjoy or something that you like doing, then you're going to do it. I think that this has been a difficult situation because of your fun-loving attitude, your fun-loving nature. But ultimately, this is something that it's almost like how am I dueling out these priorities? Like, what is the priority for me? And I just got to make this decision for what's really good for me. And the right thing to do, that you just got to cut out a certain, I don't know. There's a lot that still has to be told. I was using these cards, I'm drawn to them. Sagittarius, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. You always know that there's always an extended reading. After every single reading, there's an opportunity to take the reading a little bit further, go deeper, and get your Sagittarius specific romance reading. All click the link below. And then, of course, please like this video, share it on your social media platforms, and subscribe to the channel. Also, ring that bell and hit all notifications so you know when I upload Sagittarius along with Libra and Scorpio every single Tuesday before 6 a.m. Los Angeles time. Don't just watch your sun sign. You want a real well-rounded reading? Watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign every single week. FYI. String. Something is connecting you, or something is reminding you of something. How are we all connected? Receive. You're receiving something. You're connected to okay. Okay. Maybe that's the problem. Because this is upside down. It's almost like you have a lack of receiving. Something has been deprived. Celebrate. It's like celebration has been held up, and you've been stagnated in terms of your virility and ability to get things done, or you feel you have, and it's almost like maybe you're just not sure where you want to lay your roots down, where you want to take root, or your roots themselves. Something has been going on, like something has been unhealthy. They haven't been rooted, they haven't been secure, and that's why you don't have the stamina that you once had. Yeah, there's something going on here that you really have to look into in terms of your wellness or your fitness. Let's get deeper into the reading. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. It's a crazy time for all of us, Sagittarius. This is quite a frustrating week. Opportunity knocks, go for it. In the future, though. So it's not like this, in other words, this stagnation isn't going to last forever. These issues aren't going to last forever. In fact, dealing with these issues, confronting with these issues now is going to ensure opportunity in the future. So now you know how it's all set up. You know how important it is to tackle what's in front of you, no matter how difficult it is, or you see the connection between tackling what's in front of you now and getting what you want in the future. Like you intimately see that connection, and maybe in the past you would have not been able to connect those two. And then we have memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. That's really interesting. Maybe you're going away in the past. Maybe that's what you're dealing with. You're starting to reconnect to memories from the past, especially if they've been repressed or suppressed, and you haven't wanted to think about them or talk about them. But if you don't, you understand that they will impede abundance that wants to come in. Enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth. Yeah, this is a huge sacrifice that you have to make, and huge fears that you have to face. But you know what? It's important. This could also be confronting your past, not just memories or suppressed trauma, just a sense of, in order to move forward, there's an impediment, there's an obstacle in your way. You have to say it, you have to talk about it, you have to confront it. Friendship, nurture your relationships. This could be Three of Cups energy, so it could be cheating or infidelity that you have to confront, or a fear of it. Not that your partner now is unfaithful, but a fear of it that is coming in from the past. This could also just be friends that are hanging out, trying to help you along. Legends, learn from those who inspire you. Jesus. It could be learning from friends that inspire you, friends that are living a life that you really want to live, or that are closer to what you want to be doing with your life. Or you're just learning from people who already have experience. Maybe you're connecting, you're reaching out. This is part of your preparatory mode to move forward. You see the salamander there on fire. This is acknowledgement of the future. And being ready to let go of whatever you need to let go of and burn the past so that you can look forward. But first you have to acknowledge the past. Learn from those who inspire you. Okay. Sagittarius. You know, it could even be that people that are doing what you love to do or whatever are giving you this advice. So this is why you're going back and rectifying specific situations. So you're basically prepping to move on. But that prep work might be, I don't know, taking care of the roof, right? Redoing the roof. You can't sell the house without a new roof on it, or like taking care of things that you may have let slip so that when you go, everything will be perfect. Nudity. This is exposing yourself for what you really are. This is letting it all hang out. This is like feeling untethered, untied, and happy. And then we have keys to success and sailing. But it's in reverse. So in other words, what you want is not unlocked for you. It's locked away. You don't have access to what you want yet. And this is why you're trying to learn, how do I get access? This is why you're trying to like understand people or take advice from people that are doing what you love. How do I have access, right? It's almost like you laid yourself bare, but in a way now maybe you feel a little bit overexposed. Okay. Sagittarius. I am beautiful. For some reason you're doubting this, or you're starting to feel like I am beautiful. It's like you need to remind yourself, seeing the beauty in who you are, recognizing it, not doubting it. I will inspire. I think you know that by stepping off this precipice, you're actually setting an example that you can do anything. You understand how important this is. And you will inspire people. Maybe it's almost like you're trying to learn from your legends, because you know in some way you're about to be a legend. Like you're about to be a legend, a person that somebody looks up to and starts to ask for advice. So you're sort of prepping that role or position right now. But still, there are shit that you have to take care of because you don't have the keys. You don't have the keys to the Winnebago yet. Sagittarius, what do they need to do to get the keys? Sagittarius. Okay. Trapped in fear. This is in the past. You are scared of something from the past. Sadness, something that caused you suffering. Okay? This has to be addressed. Heart chakra, opening up your heart. Opening up about your past, opening up about your situation. Also, not just opening up about your feelings, but listening to other people's perspectives on it. And that may be what you're really defensive about. Is like, I want to talk, but I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear. I don't want to understand. But you have to hear. You have to understand. You have to listen, because that's the road to healing. Okay. Sagittarius. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You wouldn't even be considering. First of all, this is a long, tough cycle. This is something that you have been struggling with, like not addressing. That's why it's been a burden on you for so long. So in confronting this, you're ending that, right? There's a catharsis here. There's a finish, a completion. Also, just the end of, it's almost like you're this close to what you want, but you still have the menial stuff that you left to last because you didn't want to deal with it. Well, now you've got to deal with it, because you can leave it to last all you want, but you got to do it sometime. But it's still approaching. The end is still near, of kind of like that arduous period where you're just sort of like, oh, come on, can this be done? Sagittarius. 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 Sagittarius, speak with love. See, this is about listening, not just talking, right? It's almost like trying to be more considerate, or realize that's what Legends is about. It's almost like realizing how you impact other people. Maybe realizing how you've impacted people based on hurt that was done to you in the past. And that's like the shock to your system. And this could all be, they do this in AA. I'm not saying you're in AA, but it's like making amends, calling people and saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt you in this way. I'm sorry that I let this happen to you. I'm sorry, like apologizing, owning, taking on responsibility for, not for what was done to you, but for what you allowed yourself to do to somebody else because something was done to you. Because now, as you're confronting this past that you didn't want to confront, but as you're owning it and you're accepting it and you're finding ways to love and heal, you're now like, holy shit, did I perpetuate that same shit? Did I hurt people in the same way? That was never evident to you before. That's interesting. Speak with love and kindness. And it's interesting because this is not something you're being forced to do. It's something that you choose to do. Now, you guys are usually blunt as fuck. But Sagittarius, this is like, no, I know that I need to go back and help. It's not an emergency. So you do have time. It's almost like, you do have time. Lend a hand. You do have time to help still. The chance has not passed. So I don't know what that pertains to. Maybe you had a fight with a lover or whatever, and you can still call them and reach out, but they need you to reach out. Or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a lover. There is still time. You know, it's like I wouldn't say don't do it as soon as you can, but I would say it's not an emergency, as in you still have time to intervene and to change the course of things. That's the message that I'm getting. You still have time, you still have time, you still have time, but time is also of the essence. Sagittarius, once again, this is a time to give. Or maybe that's the issue, that you've been giving what you've received. You received so much that you had to let it out. You had to give. This could be good, but I don't know. This is sharing your secrets, sharing your dreams. This is you finally talking about your cycle with somebody else. Not like, this is you finally opening up and sharing all that you had to, like all the burdens on your back. And it's time to open up and share that with somebody else. Could be a counselor, could be a friend. It could be just calling somebody and talking to them about it to try to like rectify a situation. It's time. And then we have celebrate with friends. Happiness, abundance, health, prosperity, joy. This is the time to celebrate. So good stuff will come. And immediately good stuff will start to come. Because there's a gathering. Maybe there's a gathering that you're going to. You're getting together with a bunch of friends or something. There's a gathering, you're gathering, and you want this to be a joyous occasion. But it's like, I need to clear the air first. Okay. The golden path within. You haven't been following your heart. You haven't been listening to your heart because it's been coming up in reverse. You know, it's like I think this is because you're trying to like duck and weave around it, because there's something about your heart that still has to heal and you've been trying to avoid it. And that's what's stopping you. That's what's keeping your keys. That's what's not letting you pass. And then we have, oh my God, abundance from within. You feel nothing from within. Maybe you don't feel good about yourself. You don't recognize your value. You have to deal with the fact that you don't recognize your value. You have to own it, and you have to own why somebody is pretending. Are you pretending, or you know somebody else is faking? Where's the masquerade happening? Because this is usually understanding that somebody else is false, or somebody else is intentionally being false, or putting on a good face, making it look like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm happy. You're not. You're disconnected from your heart and you feel really sad inside. So it's no more putting on a good face. You gotta look your truth in the mirror. No, not your truth. You have to look the truth in the mirror. All right, Sagittarius, let's keep going. Yeah, if you want to join in, please follow me on Instagram. You can find me at born_without_boundaries, Sagittarius. Monday through Friday, I do live daily tarot card readings. And then I also post them to my astrology motivation site. Understand that there's a lot of great content over there, and I hope that you'll go explore that and subscribe over there too. New life, but it's in stagnation. Why? Something stagnated. I'm telling you why. It's because there's this block. Until you confront these things that you've been trying to avoid, I'm just saying, regeneration in the future, there's positivity, there's growth, there's being able to, there's coming back from the ashes. New shot, new opportunities, new chance. Forget that. There's happiness coming. There's new life coming. If you just let it happen. Sagittarius. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. That's blunt. That's blatant. That's in your face. You can't get around that. And then we have control issues. Oh, utilize God-given strength. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. This card never makes sense to me. I got to focus on this for a second. You know what that is? It's just opening up to healing. Instead of thinking that if you open up to healing, somebody's going to try to control me. No, they're not trying to control you. They're not trying to program you. They're not even trying to change you. They're trying to help you heal. And if you can't put that faith in, then guess what, Sagittarius? You're going to stay stuck. And this is where you confront that reality. Let's get into your animal totem messages. This is the way, animal totems are the way that the spirit world uses the natural world to help communicate with you. So if you see these signs, these symbols, or especially these animals, you'll know what they mean through these meanings, but you'll also be sort of alerted to the fact that you'll also know when to pay attention when these guys show up. Lion, be generous of spirit. This is courage. It's also having faith in the future enough to make the necessary changes now. Leo energy. And then we have trust the great mystery, whale spirit. This is diving in. And I know it seems counterintuitive, but whale spirit is literally just a leap of faith. It's like, I got to submerge. I can't be halfway in, halfway out. I got to do the whole thing. And maybe this is part of the reason why you're having problems. You think in extremes. You're thinking in extremes instead of, allowing yourself more of a variety, of a wider spectrum. It's almost like if you're not in over your head, you're not feeling it enough. And then we have sing your own song, Canary Spirit. And this is Gemini energy. You're in Gemini season right now. Canary Spirit. Be generous of spirit and trust the great mystery. And this is you finally getting something off your chest. Because it's literally speaking, saying, using your voice to be your true and unique self. And then snake spirit, time to heal. And it's really interesting because a lot of times snake tries to eat canary, but at least the canary can fucking fly. So understand what that means, that there's a sickness inside of you that's been eating the best parts of you. And this is the time to let that venom out. This is that kundalini energy, that coil in your gut. That is a center for all the energy in your body. And are you letting it rot? Yeah, right now it's rotting. It's got no place to go because there's been a lack of addressing it. This is the time to address it. Okay, let's go into your angel messages before we go over into tarot, Sagittarius. Divine mystery. Divine mystery. You, along with the sun, earth, moon, and stars, are part of one creation. A divine mystery unfolding each moment. Be present and feel the power of now. Be in the moment and witness the wonder of it all. Sometimes I don't get these, to be totally honest with you. Peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift. And I just looked up and saw 2222. This is a message that you need to hear right now. And like it is for your best. Like it's so wonderful things happen. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. Peace is balance. It's also health. Integrity. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. It's also about getting to your truth and what you really do believe and value. Let's go into tarot. Guys, I'll see you over in the extended.